I knew we were gonna end up going back to IKEA and getting more
Well,
stuff.
I mean, like, you can't have it like this.
Okay.
Welcome to another day of the Knorps. Pearl and I, that's her, are at IKEA because we're going to do a kind of a mini makeover on Pearl's room. Not like major. We're keeping all of the same furniture. I think we're going to paint her dresser, but we need to get new bedding because hers is kind of sad and tired. And then we wanted to get like curtains to hang behind the bed. We thought that'd be really cute. So I saw bedding here at IKEA that I think Pearl will really like. And we're gonna see if we can find that, if I was right about her liking it, or if there's something else she likes better, and get some curtains. Okay, we're just doing duvet covers. They have some really cute ones. So even if you don't do, is that it? Yeah, I think that's it.
Talking about this one?
Yeah. That one, is that it? Yeah, I think that's super arts and crafts old fashioned, but there's a bunch of different cute ones. This is super like, so let's just look through and you tell me what you like. Pearl found some that she loves and I love them too. They're super 90s, by the way, or Victorian. Now we're gonna go look for some curtains that could hang behind the bed and make it look really pretty. So there's like this woven, like stripey look. No. I was thinking velvet. Let's find velvet. Oh, look how pretty that one is.
Is it teal green? That is pretty.
It actually works. There's that one. There's that more. Is that it right there?
This one seems more blue though. Or this is just the lighting.
Maybe. There's like this emerald. I don't think that one works really. This was kind of what I was thinking was like this light pink.
You know, we actually have like some fabric that's like velvet pink too.
Yeah, but it's not enough to do this. That's the bedding.
It has the blue.
Yeah, and actually the rug has a lot of, I mean, it has pink too, but you do have the pink throws, which would work either way, but it might be kind of weird to do pink above and pink on the, but that would match the rug because it has a lot of the bluey teals in it, doesn't it? Which one do you want though?
The blue.
Okay, I think it looks better.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back home. This is Pearl's room right now. So let's pull out those curtains we just got and look at them next to this rug. So that looks really nice. Yes. Oh, look how perfectly that the green matches the green in that background. Perfect. That actually goes so well. So that will look really nice. Perfect. So we'll see. I think we can still use that throw. And then we'll do that. We'll hang those two curtains and
hang everything else
and see about painting that dresser. All right, it's been a couple of days and I haven't done anything because I've been avoiding the next step a little bit. Just because it's kind of cold. It was cold and rainy yesterday and I didn't want to do it, but I need to paint Pearl's dresser. I painted this a couple of years ago. Even though it's kind of, it would have probably worked. You see the color of the curtains? It's all scratched up. So I'm going to repaint it. I don't really want to because it really should probably be stripped on the top and I don't want to do that, but I actually might have to, just feeling it. Anyway, so I gotta get that out. Gonna repaint it. I chose a really light cream color to just fade away and really kind of take it back to the color it was originally. I'm not super confident in the color choice, but I bought it. I'm gonna move forward with it. But I actually think first I'm gonna go to the hardware store and buy some, unless I already have some citrus strip, and just come to terms with the fact that I need to strip that top. I don't think I need to strip the whole thing, but the top was done in like almost like a melamine. You guys remember these dressers from the 70s? And I'm gonna strip that down and see what condition that's in and then move forward from there. Blech. I hate stripping furniture. I actually did it for a job in college at BYU. It's just really messy, but I'm going to strip this top. I don't remember what kind of condition it is, if I painted it because it was in bad condition or if I just painted it because I didn't like the look. I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna let it sit. Because it's melamine, my hope is that it'll just slide right off. I'm not gonna do that to the rest, like I said, but to the top. If you've ever done this before and felt like it didn't work very well, maybe if you didn't use the plastic wrap, it needs to stay moist. If it dries out, it stops working. And so the plastic wrap will help you immensely. Now, it's really easy to do plastic wrap on top of a dresser or a flat surface like this. It does get a little bit more complicated when you're doing, you know, chairs and stuff, you know, I get that. But this should work pretty well. It's a little cool. It should be a little bit warmer. So I'm gonna leave it on for a little while. I'm gonna eat lunch and do some other things and then come back and see if it's worked its magic. It has been just about 3 hours. We're going to see how we did here. If it's a delusion to think that I could get this back to its original white melamine top. This stuff, the citrus dip, it's like I burned looking at it. It is spicy and it's really not fun to clean off. I've got this. Let's see how we're doing. Now this isn't latex. Latex comes off even easier because it's like plastic. It comes off like all together, very, very pleasingly. This is like a, it's like a chalk or a clay paint or something. It's very chalky. I wonder if once we get the top off, if I can almost like wash it off. Dude, I can like, the inside of my glove is burning. How is that happening? I think I just like look at this stuff and with memories of working with it in college, I like think I'm getting burnt. Or I guess more reasonably, I got some inside my glove and it is actually burning me. Okay, now I'm gonna use mineral spirits. There's a little bit of like a blue sheen on here, but I went back with some more steel wool and more citrus strip and steel wool, and that seems to be getting the remainder of the paint. Very happy that I was able to, that the melamine underneath is unhurt. So I can tape it off and paint the rest of this cream colored. I've also got to get the paint off of the poles. I painted them when I was in my painted poles phase of life when I thought that was cute. And I think it can be still, but anyways, I gotta get it off of those too. Booyah! Boom. Oh, look at my gloves. Ate right through them. Okay, I got my poles. I'm gonna go boil these, and while they're boiling, I'm gonna come out and start sanding. Boiling the poles. I'm not gonna sand in between because I don't think they need to boil that long. It's coming right off.
How can you hold that?
It's not hard anymore. But that's coming right off, so that's good. Now, they're done, and you could paint those, but I actually think it's not perfect, but I think the patina of the raw brass is better. If I had some rub and buff, I might use that, but I don't. And now, for my next amazing feat, I will let the kitty inside, and then I will sand down the dresser, wipe it down, and finally paint it. First coat is on. I'm gonna guess it's gonna take 3 coats. I really love, I'm using the Magnolia paint again that you can get at Lowe's. I don't know where else you can get it. Their cabinetry and furniture paint. It levels out really well. and then dries really hard. I've used it many times and I love it. I'm very happy though. The color like almost is seamless with the top, which is pretty cool. Pearl and I chose this color to go in her bedroom, but then I'll have to talk to her and see what she wants. If she wants me to do some sort of glazing almost to get those details to pop out and make it look a little older, or if she likes the clean lines of it. I think either is valid. Everybody, it's the next morning. I'm gonna put the final coat on Pearl's dresser, and I think we're gonna finish the room today. That involves putting obviously the dresser back in the room, putting up some curtains, hanging up some art, putting the new bedding on. So it should be a pretty good time. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that and we'll see you when I'm done. We need to put the room back together and complete it. One of the things I realized is the pole that I got from IKEA is wider than the bed. I think we want to start it smaller and come wider. So either we can start like this,
Kind of bunchy and then
come out, or I wonder if we need to do 2 curtains behind to get this much drapiness, fullness.
if you need more curtain.
You need another set because.
Of course. I knew we were going to go back to IKEA and get more
Well,
stuff.
I mean, like, you can't have it like this.
Yeah, if you want it more bunchy.
So we either need to go smaller and come out, or we
I'm all
need
for
2
that.
sets of curtains. Well, you tell me if you like the look of starting more narrow, fans out to about there. And then I figured if we did that, we would pin it out to like here behind the bed. What do you think of that look? Or
And is that going to go all the way up to the ceiling? Or
yes,
right
all the
there?
way to the ceiling.
All the way up. Megan, can you get it up there all the way? Just so we can see.
Yeah.
We'll get a footstool for you on the bed.
Oh my gosh.
Or it's more straight and you do 2 curtains.
No, I like the thinner on the top and the wider.
Okay. We realized that these poles were too big, so Mike actually went and bought a dowel, wooden dowel, cut it to 16 inches.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna put the curtain up next to the ceiling to drape down.
Yeah.
Also, Pearl would like to use this for getting ready, but we need to move it around a little bit because the outlet is behind it. We can scoot it over and we'll need to move some stuff and organize some stuff. I am going to staple gun, but this curtain into place on either end so that it doesn't move around on us. I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious why. Perfect. Just to anchor it.
Whoa.
Obviously, this is not the legit way of doing this, but since when do we do it the legit way? I need to, I think, push the curtain thing in there and maybe pull it around the edge a little bit more, but I think that's very cute. What I like about this room is that when you look in, it's so symmetrical with the mirror and the chandelier, and so I wanted to keep going with that. I think I need to pull it out just a little bit more. A few hours have passed because we needed to get some things done. It is now evening, but it's actually maybe good because Pearl just left with her brothers and some friends to go to a church dance for the teenagers. So while she's gone, we can finish out the curtains, we can redo the bedding, well, we can finish the room and show it to her tonight when she gets home, and then check back in with you guys. While Mike is starting to do the other curtain rod, I am just figuring out, I'm just gonna use thumbtacks to pin this down so that it spreads out the way we want. And I think I'm gonna go down here so it has a nice drape to it. Cute. It's time to make Pearl's bed, and this cat seems to think that we are very rude. Kitty? Albus? Albus, I know you can hear me. You need to get off of Pearl's bed because we're going to put her new sheets on. So say goodbye.
Yeah, I'll move him to the other one. Oh, no.
Rude.
He gets offended pretty easily.
Yes, he does.
Not like me.
Touchy. Okay, Pearl just got home from her dance.
Yay!
That looks cute, right?
Except for that, but don't look at the side.
Yeah, and look at the kitties both like lounging. Kitties!
They're like, oh, this is nice too, huh?
Kitty
It looks so good. That actually, it's not like as white as we thought.
No, I think it looks great in here.
Oh, and then you move the rugs to the side.
Yeah, I moved the rugs because it filled the space between the beds better and gave you a little bit cleaner.
Even. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
I think those look cute though, right?
It's actually brighter.
Yeah, why does it
With
look
more
brighter?
stuff. No, I think because of the lights.
Oh, we're such dummies. I'm like, you're right. I just must have done such a great paint job.
That's what I was like, it's so white. But
No, but it looks really cute.
yeah, I really like it. Thank you.
Yeah, so we'll need to figure out where we're going to hang the art
Yeah.
and finish it up, and then we can do some before and afters. It is the next day, and it's time to finish with the styling of Pearl's room, hanging up some art, and just kind of making sure it's all come together. One of the unfortunate parts of this is I couldn't find the other blanket like this, and it turns out that Esther had taken it to school, but she's gonna come home for Thanksgiving. I told her I would trade her so I could have a set. I have a million throw blankets, but I was like, oh, I just want a set for Pearl's room, so she didn't know that. But that's fine. I took all sorts of things from my parents' house when I was her age. Anyways, we're gonna hang up the art and see if we can't pull it all together and do some fun before and afters. Wasn't a huge renovation, but it made a big difference. Okay, we have this huge wall. We've got this, and we've got here. I think maybe we should pull the mirror up onto the wall, I was telling Pearl, to get a little bit more height to match the height of these. This is cute, Pearl. This one like matches everything perfectly. We have some
all the
like
colors.
silk paintings, vintage Japanese silk paintings. That one's super cute. That one's so cute. It matches so well. I was thinking of maybe putting it over there. I guess first things first, we should get the mirror down and get that figured out. We're gonna go down to our basement, unfinished basement, and see if there's any more art that we want to use. Hey, Jude.
Hey,
We're looking for more art. The cherries kind of matches. These are from China. We got those in Beijing from like a calligraphy school when we were there. There's that Chinese print. I mean, I don't think that would really match. I love it though. We have that French print there. I have some little olive trees if we want more greenery. And then we have some fake flowers. I also have these. Do these match, you think? I think they might.
Yeah.
Maybe we can hang those across the window so it doesn't look so naked.
Lighting.
I know, it is kind of dark down here. Oh, look. I love this cup.
That's cute.
And put some of the potted plants in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we have some greenery, some pom-poms. We're going to go see how those look. I found one other plant in this cute pot, which I think is a good one. And then I was wondering if we could use those just to kind of like go across the window and create a valance sort of thing, just so it doesn't look so naked. I feel like I can't put curtains, especially matching curtains, on that window. I think in the perfect world, I would buy another set of these and I would make some sort of like scalloped valance or what are those called? Roman shade, but it's not happening either in this rental. Okay, Pearl and I looked through. I have like a couple of books that have prints in them that you can pull out. And we looked through and then we found a print in an old calendar that we liked to do an impromptu gallery wall. So we're just gonna use like sticky tack and put a gallery wall right here of just pretty little prints and stuff, just to add interest to the room and put up things on the wall that are kind of inspiring. Okay, there's our little impromptu gallery wall. It looks cute. It adds, you know, just a big blank wall, which is like, what are we gonna put up there? Adds some color and stuff, interest. And when it gets really cute is Pearl can just keep adding interesting things she finds till she covers the whole wall. We didn't use sticky tack, we used double-sided tape. Okay, we're getting close. Mike is putting a drywall screw in for me. He's gotten so good at that.
Totally, I'm an expert.
And we're gonna see, we want the mirror to bring some height, but I want it to hang at an angle so that Pearl can still see herself in it.
Let's see.
Because she's not a giantess. Pearl has verified the height of the mirror, and it works. It looks so much better because probably some of you were watching this and thinking this, that those just look like enormously high and then everything was down low, and it pulls it up and looks so good. Now we're gonna hang some pictures on either side of this, and I think with that we'll be done with this project. Okay, before we go through all of the before and after, and yes, I'm wearing my apron for dinner prep, but before we go through everything, like showing the before and after, let's remember what we did. We had all of the art already in the room, but just leaning against the wall or sitting on top of something. So we hung the art, we painted the dresser, new bedding, the curtains that we put behind the beds, and new lamps.
Yeah, and then a little decorations.
Yeah,
of
just
stuff like the pictures and
a
plants.
stack of books that I robbed from the library, but because I felt like we wanted little pops of color everywhere and little different layers. So that was it, but I think it feels way funner in here and prettier.
Yeah, way better. I really like it.
Yeah, like I never, until just a few years ago, made my room pretty, but I have discovered how much different it feels when your room is pretty.
That is true.
Like you just feel different in it. You feel more relaxed in it when it's pretty. I think we did a pretty good job on just those few changes.
I think one of the biggest differences was the lamps.
Yes.
Because I had really tiny lamps, which like barely gave any light, like, and also very warm. But now when you have them on, it's like so bright, like you can actually see stuff now.
Yes, I never owned lamps for a long time, like when I was an adult, because they're just money. Until I started buying them at the thrift store. Lamps are so expensive, by the way. But they make such a difference in the lighting of a room and the way you feel in a room and the way you look in a room, to have light that's not just overhead, so you have all the shadows, but that also fills little dark corners of every room so that it feels nice and comfortable. All right, well, let's do a few befores and then the after. So there's your room, all done, ready for anytime your sister comes into town or your future sister-in-law comes into town, which is happening in about a week and a half. If you guys don't know, Daniel's getting married. He's engaged and they are coming home for Thanksgiving. Mike and I have met them, but the kids haven't met them. So Pearl is going to meet her and then usher her in to stay in her bedroom with her.
I'm actually so glad that we did this before, I don't know, like other people coming in, because beforehand it was very mismatched colors and just kind of very dark and dinky, whatever. But now it's so much better. I love all the colors, all the combos, and it looks very well organized now and like very, I don't know, like lit up, which is way better.
It's lit. All cap, no riz. Did I say it? All cap, no riz. No, it would be all riz, no cap.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even know.
All right, well, thanks for coming along, guys, and for letting us share these parts of our life with you. Let us know what you've got going on for the holidays and come back to see we have actually some more rooms to get done. It's nice when family comes into town because you're forced to get some things done, like Pearl said, so that it doesn't look janky and danky. I think you said danky. Dark and danky. No more dark and danky. Let's make it look nice. So until then, see ya. Bye.